You know what? The Facebook app gives you the countdown. We're going to have to talk about this countdown that they don't give us on here. I'm kind of getting used to the countdown, except the fact that it didn't count me down going live right here. But guess what, ladies and gents? Your boy is back live. Oh, Lord. Let me see. I'm going to cut my phone off so my phone don't interrupt me. How y'all doing? Did y'all have a wonderful Valentine's? Are y'all having a wonderful start to your 2022? Guess what? It's already halfway through February. The year is almost gone. Y'all still messing around. Y'all sticking to y'all resolutions, or y'all just pretending? Let me know which one it is. Y'all really sticking to y'all resolutions, or y'all really just pretending to stick to your resolutions? Because I've been sticking to mine. I've been going to the gym, and that ain't even no real resolution. I just been going to the gym for better health. So when I go up them stairs, I don't get tired. Look, my mama made me comb my beard. She said, if you go live again and you don't comb your beard, we're going to have problems. So I had to comb my beard, y'all. I got a little salt and pepper in that thing, too. Y'all see me? I'm getting younger and younger by the minute. All right, so look, I ain't going to keep y'all long. Y'all know me. I like to go live when people ain't watching. That way you can go back and watch it later, because that's the whole thing. That's the whole purpose. All right, so we're going to talk secure versus unsecured. So last week, really a couple of weeks ago, I premiered a card that my company uses now. We partnered with this company called Sable, and it was a game changer for my company when you talk about in this in the secure card realm. Before, we used to partner with this other company and used to have to pay for a secure card, and I really just didn't believe in that. Like, to me, I'm just like, you shouldn't have to pay for a secure card. So we finna talk about the secure versus unsecured. All right, so for the people that don't know, when you talk about secured or unsecured cards are the cards that Discover, Bank of America, let the banks give you an unsecured line of credit. And basically, they'll base that based upon your either credit history or your credit worthiness or your credit score. Usually those three determinations. Now, here's the trick. When you're young, they load you up with all these unsecured credit cards. Why? Because they want you to start buying. They want you to start spending. Now, the problem that we done is we go out and we spent as we were young, and then we just said, you know what, we spent a little too much more than what we could pay off, and that's how we got into our credit situation. But when you do that, you learn from your mistakes. The only problem is now, several years later, when you got this expunged credit report, or when you got this credit report where you didn't have somebody either take the items off, or maybe they fell off through 7 years of not doing nothing to them. Now all of a sudden you got to build your credit back up, and the only way that you can build your credit back up is going the secure route, unless you ease up in there, sometimes through credit history. So sometimes if you got a good credit history and you sneak into a 600 range, then you can probably apply for a card if you haven't applied for one in a while. And then at that point, you can get approved for an unsecured card. But if you're in that 600 and below range and you can't get approved for an unsecured card, then you got to go to secure card round. So let's talk about the secure card. What is a secure card? So it's basically when you hand the bank a deposit, and then when you hand them that deposit, they give you a credit card based on that credit limit or based on that deposit. So I'll give you an example, Bank of America, because that was my number one go-to. So Bank of America has a secure card, but their limit was $300. So you had to give them at least a minimum of $300. They would in turn give you a credit card with a $300 limit. Now, the reason why I used to love Bank of America so much, because that's what I used to rebuild my credit, because the same mistakes everybody else did, I did, which is why I'm so knowledgeable in this area, right? I done lived and walked that walk, so I can talk that talk. So with Bank of America, they were one of the only few banks that actually gave you your deposit back. So that's huge in the secured realm, because mentally you say, what I used to always tell my clients, hey, you don't have enough good trade lines. You don't have enough good positive trade lines. You need to open up a secure credit card. And so they'll say, well, if I give you the deposit, they used to say, well, why would I, give money to open up this, secure line? I'm like, that's the only way you're going to be able to get a credit card, to be able to build up your credit history. And I used to have to encourage them. You can't look at it like I'm giving you some money, because Bank of America actually give you the deposit back. So I used to always say, if you got money in your savings, say for instance, if you got $300 in your savings, take it out of your savings and then open up that secured card. And then that way, when you do open up that secured card and you get your deposit back, you can just put that money back in your savings. Well, guess what? My company partner was Sable. And when I tell you their secured card tops everybody's secured card. So you heard me how I used to say I used to rep Bank of America. I'm only repping Sable at this point. I done had so many people sign up from my post last week. If you still haven't signed up, you need to get signed up. I'm finna go over why you need to get signed up here in a little second. But just to kind of go back and speak back on secure versus unsecured. When you use the secured realm, which basically means you gave them money, they gave you a card, and then your credit score builds up from that. And then when you get into the 625, the 650, the 675, guess what's going to start happening? All the other credit card companies are going to start sending you unsecured cards. And then they're going to start with the small limits like 300, 500, or 1,000 based on your credit score. And that's how you use the secured card to get back into the positive trade line realm of rebuilding your credit, because you can't rebuild your credit score without positive trade lines. It's impossible. You know why it's impossible? Because it's worth 165 points. So if you don't have any credit cards and you got nothing bad on your credit profile, you got no collections, no negative items, no missed payments, you still can't have more than, hold on, I want to be accurate on this. I always hate guessing. 850 minus 165. You can't have no higher than a 685 if you have zero credit cards. That's foolish, right? Yeah, because you have no credit utilization. So there's people that walking around here like, I got a 685 and I ain't got but one credit card. I can tell you why. You ain't got a 750 right now because you only have one positive trade line. You have to have multiple trade lines. For the people that don't believe me, I challenge you, go to Experian, go to www.experian.com, right? Check your free credit score. That's your free FICO. They're going to let you see your free FICO score. When they let you see your free FICO score, pull up, instead of going to credit report, pull up your credit summary. When you pull up your credit summary on Experian, it'll show you, it got like 5 items on there. And it'll show you about your file. And it'll say your file is too thin, or your file is strong, or your file is this. My file is strong because I got a good credit mix. I got loans out there because I got cars. I got 1,000 credit cards. So I got installment loans, I got installment, and I got revolving loans. And then I also got credit history. So that's why you see my file is doing pretty good, and it's a strong file versus a thin file. Well, if you only got one credit card, that's a thin file. So you got to get another, and another, and another. Now, I'm not telling you to get multiple credit cards to not use them wisely. You should know how to use them wisely at this point, because we done made the mistake before, remember? We all did it. We all did it when we was young. So now you learn from your mistakes and you just use it wisely. So I'm going to go over the number one secured card in the nation. So this is for all the people, like I said before. If you only have one trade line and you're struggling, or you don't want to even take the chance on applying for a new trade line, and let's say you already got one credit card and it's a small balance, you still can go to secured card realm. And the only reason I say that is you don't want to get into a back and forth to where you're applying for cards and looking for cards, because then once one declines you, the next one declines you, and then everybody's declining you. Now you're losing points, only about 2 points every time, but you're still losing points. And then you're not getting the unsecured realm. So the best way to get unsecured cards is build up your secured portfolio. And then that way they'll start sending you cards. And then when they start sending you cards, you can apply for them, and it's automatic approval. So without further ado, let's go ahead and share my screen. All right, I'm gonna do the entire screen here, and we're gonna talk about this Sable. All right, so let's go over why I love the Sable card so much. Now, to show you, most of y'all already know what type of person I am. So y'all know if I ain't feeling it, or if it ain't gonna work for my clients, we're not gonna rock with it. So the secure card that they used to promote, my company used to promote, I used to then, advise people to get it. And the only reason because I didn't like it, right? So let's talk about Sable here. Let's go to Sable website because I like their website better. Let's go to their website. All right, so here we go. So the first thing that they talk about is how you could build credit, build credit and get an unsecured card as fast as 4 months and 3 times faster. Do you know what that means? So what that means here with the Sable card is, I told you the biggest and the best number one feature that Bank of America had over all the other big banks was the fact that they gave you the deposit back, right? Well, guess who gives you the deposit back? Sable card does. So say for instance, and see with Sable, you have a no minimum balance. So you can actually deposit just $10 if you wanted to, or you can actually deposit 50, or you can actually deposit 60. It really doesn't matter. They don't have a minimum balance requirement. So most people say, well, I don't have $300 to give Bank of America to even go the secure card realm. I used to have that issue with some of my clients. Well, hey, guess what? You can start out with $100. You can start out with $50. It doesn't matter what you start out with. Towards the end, I'm gonna tell you how you do need to use that card though, and how you do need to be aware of your 30% utilization. So, like I said, the best thing about it is you actually get the deposit back, right? So it's the quickest way to build credit in U.S. credit history. So you can build your credit history fast with the, I guess, like they say, with the enhanced reporting to all the 3 major credit bureaus. You can graduate to the unsecured 3 times faster, unlimited cash back and premium perks, and then no credit checks. So guess what? Yes, you are approved. Don't ask me no questions. You are approved. You are approved. You are approved. So this is what I used to talk about when I talk about your what goes into your credit score right here. 35% goes into your payment history. 30% goes into your account utilization. And then 15 in age, and then 20 in other. So when they say other, they just got lazy. So 10% gonna be in your inquiries, you know that, and then the other 10% is gonna be in your mix. So your account age, your inquiries, and your mix. So this 30% utilization right here is what I was talking about. That's over, look at that. That's over a third of your total score. You have to have credit cards, ladies and gentlemen. You have to have credit cards. You have to have multiple credit cards. You have to have multiple positive trade lines. Let's go over some of the features real quick. Look at these features that they offer. These features that they offer are premium credit card features. These are features that I have on my credit card right now. So one of my credit cards, I got like $300 worth of cashback rewards, and then the other one I got $78 worth of cashback rewards. That's like over $400 worth of cashback rewards that I got just for using my credit card, because I use my credit card for everything, and then I just pay it off my debit, right? So as I build those points up, that's free money. So I literally can just go out and just blow that 400 if I wanted to. I could just buy some stuff that I just been wanting to get, like whatever it may be. I could just buy something frivolous, right? So I could buy plane tickets, right? Whatever I want to do. Well, you could do that with your, you could build points with the secure card. 2% cash back on these items that they personally chose. 1% unlimited cash back on the purchases. Then you also get 2 times. So you get a dollar for dollar match on all the cash back at the end of that year. It's like a double cash bonus. Listen, at the end of your fiscal year, let's just say you got $300 cash back. I just got 300 in 1 month, right? Okay, so I'm spending. Let's just say you're spending like me and you swiping like me. And at the end of the year, 300 times 12, let's do that math. 300 times 12. I know somebody faster than me. Y'all gonna be doing it. I can't do. Okay, so that's 3,600. So if at the end of the year I accumulate $3,600 in cashback rewards, they're gonna dollar for dollar match that. This is why this card is so crucial for a lot of people that like to use their card. Because see, now times 2, you're gonna get a check for $7,200. Who does that? Please tell me who does that. This is a secured card. Who does that? And the best thing about this secured card is when they give you your deposit back in 4 months or 5 months, however long it takes for you to get your deposit back, guess what? The card turns into an unsecured card. So it's no longer a secure card anymore. It's almost like imagine a try before you buy. So imagine if you could go out and get an Amex, right? And you could say, you know what? I really want this Amex and I want all the features of an Amex, but I can't get approved for this Amex just yet. So you say, hey, Amex, I'm going to give you $100. Just give me a card with $100 limit. Let me prove to you that I can pay my bills on time. And then in turn, you give me my $100 back. And then when you give me my $100 back, you're going to open up me my own balance, which may be 500, it may be still 100. You know, you could build off of that. Maybe 500, maybe 1,000. But then you're going to give me that Amex. So now all I did was just basically try them before I bought them or before I used them, and I proved to them that I can make valid purchases. Well, guess what kind of purchases you can make with this little cashback card? If you put $100 on, if you give them $100 and say you use that to start out your limit, what do I encourage you to buy? Gas. And then when your bill due next month, pay it off. Guess what you're gonna do next month? Fill up your tank again. So you might not fill up your tank the whole month with this card, just one time, right? You're gonna do it one time. That's $30. That's your 30%. Well, 40 for some of us, right? 50 for some of us. But regardless, when your bill is due, pay your bill off. Rinse and repeat. Do that for 4 months in a row. Guess what they're gonna do? Give you $100 back. Open up your unsecured credit card, and boom, your score is going to go up. You typically get, let's talk points. You typically get 20, 30 points for starting a new trade line, i.e. this. Then you typically get another 20, 30 points for making on-time payments for the first 2 or 3 months. So about time you graduate out of the secured realm into the unsecured realm, you should have at least 50 to 60 points. So even if you were floating around a 580, you'll be floating around a 620, 640, 630, 640, 650, somewhere around that, right? Well, guess what? Go to your mailbox after you get that score increase. Discover going to be blowing you up. Capital One going to be blowing you up. Bank of America probably, but they don't really blow you up like the others. Who else be blowing you up? Citibank, they be blowing you up. You're going to get credit card offer, credit card offer, credit card offer, credit card offer out the wazoo. And guess what? You don't have to go and apply for these and then have to worry about, well, hope cross my fingers I get approved. Because usually they'll send you this with the pre-approval. All you got to do is make sure you put enough that you make enough in there. Most of the time they don't check that. I ain't telling you to do nothing illegal, but I'm just saying some of you lie about your income anyway, right? So you just put your income in there and you go ahead and then you get the pre-approval, and 9 times out of 10 you get approved. Now the trick is you don't just apply for one and then wait and then apply for the other one. If you get 2 or 3 from 2 or 3 companies, if I get one from Discover and then get one from Citibank, I'm gonna apply for both of those. Apply for both of those at the same time, because that way they won't see the inquiry by the time they'll give me an approval. All right, that's a little slow hack. All right, so let's talk about some more of these features. Cell phone damage protection. Sable provides coverage in the event that your cell phone gets stolen or damaged, including the iPhone infamous cracked screen. Yes, they repair your phone. So all of you, everybody out there that's paying, I pay $9 a month for my damage protection. I could be saving $9 a month as long as I use my Sable card when I pay for my bill. So for some of you that would have like a higher Sable card limit, you can use that to just pay for your credit card bill. So every month you pay for your credit card. Every month you pay for your cell phone bill with your Sable card. And then in turn, they offer cell phone damage protection. Well, guess what's coming up? Spring break coming up for the kiddos, coming up for you kids and gals still in college, for your children still in college. And you want to rent a car, right? But you only got a debit card. Not if you got the Sable card, because guess what? Now you don't have to worry. One, you get to rent a car, because most places want you to have a credit card anyway, right? So now you can use the authorization of a credit card, even though you want to pay with a debit on the back end, they'll let you do that. So you authorize with your credit card, and then you can pay for it with your debit when you come back, right? So anyway, now you don't have to worry about trying to prove to them, provide bills, statements, all that mess that used to make you provide. You could just go up, put the car down, as long as you got enough money for it. You got to have enough money on your credit card for this car. You can't be renting no luxury car for like $20,000 and you only got a $500 limit, right? Make it make sense. But anyway, guess what? You don't have to purchase car rental insurance. That's gonna save you at least $19 a day, y'all. Cut it out. All right, zero liability policy. So Sable guarantees that you won't be held liable for any unauthorized purchases. So that's the main reason why I use my credit cards anyway, is because we know the hackers are getting so smart. So now when the hackers hack any of my information, they hack into my Bank of America, I don't care. My Bank of America gonna replace any money they take, because this ain't my money, it's Bank of America money. That's why they gonna make sure that they get their money back. See, it's different when you're working with your bank account, because when your bank account, they always say, oh man, we're sorry, you lost it. Here, this is what you need to do next time to protect it. Nah, when you working with their money, nah. They gonna give it back. They gonna give it back, and you're not held liable. Well, this is good, because you can, like I said, you could use your Sable card to pay off your bills, and then you don't have to worry about that, or just use that to make any kind of purchases that you normally make online. Price protection. Sable will reimburse you for the difference in price for all eligible items that should you have the same price, you find it for a lower price. How many of y'all like to price compare? How many of y'all like to match prices and compare prices? So you mean to tell me if I go buy this HP computer at Best Buy and Walmart just happen to be selling the same HP computer for $100 less, and if I use my Sable card to make that purchase, guess what Sable gonna do? Reimburse you $100 on your card. Who's doing that again? I'll wait. Okay. All right. Purchase assurance. Sable provides coverage for most of the new items you purchase within your Sable credit card that are damaged, stolen within the first 90 days of the purchase. So I'm quite sure they got a list of the certain items they cover. But imagine buying something, and within the first 90 days, let's say you go buy something at Walmart, right? How many of y'all get the little, hey, do you want to protect this for extra $12? And you hit no. It's just $12. You still hit no. You want to protect this for $3 for 4 years? No, right? Well, you just take that chance, right? What if you left the store and something happened in those first 90 days and it was a qualifying item on this on Sable's card? If it was a qualifying item, guess who's gonna replace it? Sable will. They factor that into $1,900 worth of savings. I'm here to tell you, if you rent cars more than like 3 times a year, you're gonna save way more than $1,900. But I'm just here to tell you that part. All right, so let me stop sharing my screen and go back to where they love me, where they love me, where they love me. Man, y'all had just been showing up a storm. Y'all been showing up a storm. Hey, Miss Bryant. All right, let's see what we got. What's up, Georgia? Okay. Hey, Miss Duncan. All right, so look, if y'all got any questions for me, y'all can ask me. I'm finna wrap this up real quick, and then I'm finna tell y'all. I'm finna go over a little bit more importance real quick here. Boy. Hold on. What's this say? What you say here? You talked about me being a nerd. Oh, yeah. I'm a credit nerd. But see, that's a difference, though. See, I had to mess up to become a credit nerd. See, you've been smart all your life. You just was hiding it on us. We ain't know that. But anyway. All right, so back to the televised program at hand. All right, so listen. Why do I promote the Sable? It's the best starter card for anybody that's in a rebuilding stage of building up your personal credit. I'm tired of hearing people say credit repair is a scam, or you don't need credit repair, you don't need credit. You listen to somebody tell you that, and then at the same token, you know that you need it to buy mostly everything that you need to purchase. Because a lot of us are not buying, people who are watching me anyway, because see, billionaires and millionaires don't watch me, right? So if you're watching me, then you're not a billionaire or a millionaire. It's safe to say that. So you may not need credit repair, but you may know somebody that needs it. And you need to let people know and understand that. Quit believing when people say it's either a scam or you shouldn't have to worry about it. Like, you can fix it yourself. And I always encourage you to go out and fix it yourself. Having a credit card or having a positive trade line is the start of it all. You can't start to rebuild your score unless you start with utilization. And so when I spoke about 30% utilization and it's worth 165 points, imagine how many points you'll be missing if you only had one trade line. Imagine how many points you'll be missing if you only had two. They recommend that you have 3 to 4. Like I said, I don't know how many I have at this point. I probably got 5. I only use 2 or 3, but I probably got 5. And it seemed like the more credit cards I got, the higher my score got, regardless of me using it. So I learned, the trick of the trade. But in that, I still leverage their credit to be able to do a lot of other things. So like I say, I don't pay for my stuff on my debit card because I use my credit card because I like to build the points. And like in 1 month's time, I build almost $400 in points. Like, some of you can take advantage of that and use that. And you got to keep in mind, I have a lot of clients that'll say this, man, I'm just stuck at that 624, range. I'm stuck in the 650. Before I even ask them anything else about what's on their file, I already really know what's going on. Either they have credit cards and they're maxed out, or they don't have any and they just kind of stuck there. And they say, well, I don't have any negative items. You don't have any negative items, but you don't have any credit either. You have to have a credit file. You have to have a credit history. You have to have credit utilization to be able to build on that. And if you don't have those things, then you're not going to get the points that you deserve. And that's why I always tell people, If you don't have a credit card, if you don't have one credit card, the first one you open up, I guarantee you getting 30 points for opening up one. The secured card realm. If you got over 650, you might can apply for an unsecured card and get approved. Either or, whichever one works best for you. But I always tell people you're getting 30 points automatic for opening it up if you got nothing. Then if you make positive payments, then you're going to get another additional 30 points, right? That's 60 points. So for the people that be like, I'm stuck at 615, you're going to be at a 685 just like that. 675, 670s, 690, just like that. So what do you think is going to happen if you only have one? Same thing. If you only have one card and you thought you was doing good with your one little $300 card, I encourage you, go out, get the Sable card. Once again, y'all gonna be like, well, he pushing this product because his company support this product. My company supported the other people, and I didn't push them. I got a young lady that texted me the other day, close friend of mine from back home, and she asked me to help build her daughter's credit up because she's seen that I helped build my son's credit. She was like, hey, I want you to help me. What's the best way I can do that? And so first thing I recommended was she add her daughter to her as an authorized user, right? Well, she was like, well, I don't have any credit cards at this moment. My credit is not that good. I don't want to do that. I said, okay, that's fine. You don't have to add your daughter. I said, this is the second step that you can do. I said, open up her secured credit card. And I didn't recommend the company that my company recommended, put it that way. Because y'all know I'm built different. I'm built different. You had to pay an annual fee for that. So even if you deposited $300, they took out $50 off top, right? Like, I want you to get all your coins. And then even if you paid well on the card for 1, 2, 3, 4 years, you still never got your money back. So that's why I didn't support that. So I encouraged this client of mine. I said, hey, go get you a Bank of America and then secure a card because they'll give you your money back. So she done that with her daughter. And she just texted me the other day. I wish I could turn it around on the screen, which y'all won't probably be able to see it. But her daughter has a 722. So this was like back towards the summertime when we was talking about this. Her daughter has a 722 now. So she is already building something that she don't even know what she's building right now. She don't even know how valuable that is, because there's going to come a time in the next year or two that she's going to want that brand new Honda Civic or something. And when she go in to purchase that little brand new Honda Civic and it's cute, it's brand new, it's only a year old, it's brand fresh off the lot, whatever the case may be, and she be paying on folks $200 a month, she gonna think that that's what everybody does. That ain't what everybody does. It's some of us out here that got these 500s and these 600 credit scores, and we actually paying $600 for a car. That's ridiculous. Well, some of us got SUVs for $200. So you have to leverage your credit score to help your situation out. And I always tell people, don't get caught up in what you say. I got two. Maybe I need to get some more. You maybe need to get one more. If you got two, you might need to get one more. This is the easy route to get it, Ms. Johnson. So I always encourage people, build correctly. And if you see me recommend something, I ain't gonna steer y'all wrong. Best thing about it, you can always go to the website and check it out. You can always compare. You know what? Let me. All right. I'm gonna let y'all go, but let me share the screen real quick and see if they can. I thought that they compared it with the other cards real quick. I'm gonna see if they do. Let me see if I scroll down some more. Okay. Here we go. All right. Check this out real quick. All right. So Sable card gets the fastest one that you can graduate to. So you can go. So you basically go from secured to unsecured. Check. Nobody else does that. Or I guess this lock means that it's a lock feature for them. I know Bank of America does this. All right. So no annual fee. Check. So look at who else don't have an annual fee. All right. They keeping it on 100. Cashback rewards. Only us and Discover and Bank of America when it comes to cashback for a secure card. So I think they're comparing with the other secure cards, if I'm not mistaken. But regardless, look how they compare. Premium card perks. Nobody else. All right. No late payments. Nobody else other than Chime. I wouldn't even use Chime. Y'all know Chime is like I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to bash other people. Credit report notifications. Check. Easy account freeze. Check. So like even when you feel like something going on with your account, you can freeze it. This bad boy stacks up with Discover, Capital One, Bank of America, and Citi. And we don't even know who Chime is. So y'all don't even act like y'all know who Chime is. Y'all don't need to know who Chime is. But guess what? Sable also has a banking checking account too as well. So you can leave the Chime alone and just go all Sable, right? But like I was saying, Build your credit history up. Find the products that work. This product works. I had several people sign up last week. I had several people sign up the week before. I'm actually going to pin the link to my personal page. So if you need the link, sign up. Please sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up. If you don't sign up, click on my link and read it. It don't matter. Like most people always say they got to do their homework. Do your homework. I'm prepared for you to do your homework. I'm most prepared for you to ask me some questions. I'm gonna see if y'all ask me any questions I can answer them before I dip, set. So you saying you stuck at the 650, Miss Johnson? So see, look, all you got to do is call me, and I can figure out why you stuck at the 650. But you probably already know. It's one of two things now. It's one of two things. Either you over that 30%, or you don't have enough utilization. Also, I did forget to mention. Please do not think just because you open up one of these cards. So all my people this is for all my people that signed up last couple of weeks. Don't open up these cards, right? And then don't pay this bill. Please, oh my God, don't do that. Because I don't want to hear you say, I opened up the card and my credit score dropped. First thing I'm going to ask, did you pay your bill? And then are you over your 30% utilization? So if you get a folks $100, you can't go over $30. Now you can spend over the $30. So i.e. if you went to the gas station and spent $50, but when that card is due, you have to pay that off. So if you don't want to pay the whole 50 off, you got to at least pay it below the 30. The reason why I say that is when it reports and you're over the 30% utilization, that's going to hurt you, not help you. So a lot of people don't know that. I'm here to tell you that. I left that out. I wish I had it in the beginning because most people going to, y'all attention span, y'all left me. A lot of people left me a long time ago. But for the people that's still on, if you did get the Sabre card, if you plan on getting any kind of secure card, you do have to still stay below your 30%. Just because, like I said, you open it up, you're going to get those points. When you spend wisely, you're going to get those points. But if you keep going above your 30% utilization, that doesn't make any sense. You're going to lose points, period. So pay it on time. Only charge what you can spend because you're doing what? You're using this card as a stepping stone. This is the bottom step. So don't get this card and think you're about to wild out with it. This ain't the card to wild out with. Wait till you get the MX with the $20,000 limit. Then you wild out. Wait till you get the Navy Fed with the $25,000 limit. Then you wild out. I got those, but I don't wild out. I just fool my Bank of America. I got those high limits. They sit in my drawer because I don't need to be tempted, right? But wait till you get those cards that you can wild out. And as long as you got the income to be able to justify spending that, then you can wild out. This card right here, purely for rebuilding your credit up. Because you get to put a low limit. You get to just say, I want to start with $50. You get to say that. Start with $50, go buy you a candy bar, pay it off next month. Guess what? 60 points higher, right? All right, what y'all talking about? All right, yeah, bro, I know this info fire. Everything, hey, I be dropping that heat, son. Cut it out. All right, so look, if y'all don't got no questions for me, I said I wasn't gonna hold y'all long, and I most definitely didn't do that. I was trying to see if they used to tell me what my time limit is, but I don't see it no more. Oh, there she is right there, 33 minutes. So I caught y'all before y'all went to bed. And if I didn't, that's fine. Y'all can watch it tomorrow in double. If not, y'all can still share it or send it to somebody that needs that info, because I guarantee you somebody's sitting here wondering, I'm stuck at a certain number. How do I get higher? And it's probably because you don't have utilization. So help them folks get that utilization. Don't talk about it, be about it. Spread the word. Peace.